Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more SoulSet. We decided to continue along with this game, and looks like we have a decision to make about any of these lovely meals we could have made for us.
It all sounds yummy.
So what do you think about this?
Maybe we should do fish since we're actually having fish for dinner tonight.
Something with fish then. Yeah, that sounds good, right?
Something with fish sounds good. Are you also a fan of fish, Miss Mariko?
I remember.
That smells so nice. I'm impressed. Who would have thought that a guy like you would know his way around the kitchen?
You probably call it useful. I call it survival skills. Something most of you clearly lack.
Let this be a lesson to all of us. We shouldn't judge others by their outward appearance.
What does it say about you, Yvonne?
Wow.
About me? Is there something wrong with the way I look?
Well, you seem... Hell, I don't even know how to answer that question.
What a dilemma.
In a good or a bad way?
Let's just say that I'd never guess you'd be such a sugarcane from the way you dress.
Oh, wow.
Sugarcane? Wait, is my outfit too revealing for you?
Well, it is pretty revealing, and wow, I didn't notice that part.
You're also wearing a collar. But hey, don't you start feeling self-conscious on me now. I was just making an observation. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything.
Oh, I thought she was like running away and then Shira's chasing her.
It almost looked like it, didn't it?
Don't let this bother you, Yvonne. I believe Shira's taste in clothes is the odd one among us.
Yeah, they're all a bit unique, but yeah, Shira's stands out as well.
Well, thanks. Though I won't argue with that one. I'll just take it as a compliment.
Personally, I really like the way you dress.
Oh.
The same goes for Mariko.
Oh, I guess thanks.
Not too revealing for you? No, it shows that you're confident with yourself.
So what, am I supposed to be insecure now? And hey, I didn't say I don't like the way both of you dress, just so it's clear. That couldn't be more of a misunderstanding. I can appreciate a good-looking figure when I see one.
Well, there's a lot of tension going around now.
I shouldn't expect Yvonne to be such a kind-hearted person when I first saw her, that's all.
Alright, if you say so. It's so amusing, listening in on girl talk in broad daylight. Don't you think so, Apris? He does not give a damn. It's clearly dark outside. Well, yeah, I was just... You know what? Forget I said anything. Done. I got the feeling that Marco's like, why do I even bother with you, Apris?
Yeah.
You don't care for anything I say. The food's almost ready. Prepare the table if you could. Apris does not give a damn. Oh, wow.
What
He looks...
is going on? Oh my.
There is chaos abroad.
Everyone's face is really different.
Yeah, they look different now, don't they?
Yep.
So this is what happens with like half the visual novels a lot of times.
They're like different art.
Yeah, they end up having like different facial expressions in the CGs or whatever.
Ah, gotcha.
At least it seems to happen anyway, like from the ones we played.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Hey, sure, pass me the salt, would ya?
You haven't even touched your meal yet.
I like to be prepared for potential disasters.
I don't think you have to worry about that. This stuff is great. Oh dear. Mr. Apris, this is so yummy. It really is good.
I was just thinking, kind of looking at Apris, he reminds me a bit of Link from the Legend of Zelda cartoon.
I was also thinking
You thought about that?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's funny. I was just thinking about that looking at his facial expression. He kind of looks like it there. Well, this is one hell of a surprise, alright? Compliments to the chef. Hope you enjoyed then.
You didn't poison the food, did you, Apris?
Nobody's forcing you to eat it. If you don't trust me, make your own meals.
Now I can't help but wonder, where did you learn to cook like this?
Well, excuse me, princess, but maybe I didn't have anyone that could do it for me. I just imagined it took matters in my own hands. Oh, so you think you were raised pretty much by yourself? Or my parents didn't really care for you? Huh, interesting.
Holy shit! This stuff, it's melting in my mouth! Apris, my respect for you has just gone through the roof.
It's all about the food. Is that how it works?
Well, unless the food is poisoned, then we're gonna have a different kind of conversation.
Why would I want to poison any of you?
You tell me. You kind of give off the impression as if just listening to us annoys you, so...
I kind of thought so too. No response to that. If I'm being unpleasant, I apologize. It's not my intention. I haven't been feeling well.
Really?
Oh, it's actually coming clean with all this now.
What do you mean?
Do you have a fever? Does it hurt anywhere?
No, it's neither. I'm restless, and I have this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Well then, maybe your clear lack of sleep is at fault with that.
It's clear lack of sleep. We could see them. Those bags under your eyes. Perhaps.
If you need to rest, please tell us. That should apply to all of us. If there's something wrong with anybody, please don't hide it. We won't be able to help if we don't know there's a problem to begin with. While I agree with the thought, I imagine something like that might be a problem. A problem? We're still mostly strangers to one another. Admitting to having some kind of weakness can be a gamble.
Yeah. Half of us are still suspicious of the other half.
I'm not even surprised that Apris kept quiet about it all this time.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, whatever the case may be, I sincerely doubt any of you could be worse off than I am, and nobody used that to their advantage yet, so...
Sure, you really are hurt, aren't you?
Excuse me?
It just occurred to me that neither of us actually saw that wound of yours, well, except Marco, which is shady on its own. Wouldn't it be better to have another girl check up on you?
You think I'm lying about being wounded?
Hey, easy. It was just a thought, so I wanted to make sure.
I assure you, that wound is real. Why would Sheer lie about it?
I don't know, to play the victim? It's easier to trust someone who looks weak and helpless, don't you think?
Does she look weak and helpless to you?
Okay, I'm sorry. Put that fork down.
Oh boy. You're really looking too much into everything, Shira.
What if Miss Shira is actually a detective in disguise? Or did someone just read too many novels?
Hey, it's not my fault. I'm getting these kind of ideas. Blame my brain.
Do you fantasize about such things often?
Define such things.
Things. A great mystery to unravel. Nothing is what it seems. Contradictions lie at every corner. People deceive. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. Is that what you wished was happening here?
For the record, you saying all that makes it especially creepy. Cut it out.
We have a decision to make here. How do we want to handle this?
I feel like for her, making it more comfortable for her would be like humor. But
it could also just be less complicated than that. And
yeah.
Either way, it sounds like we're kind of diffusing the situation or trying to.
I think so.
So a joke or just saying that's less complicated.
What do you think?
I'm split on this one. I'm not too sure how to handle this. What do you think?
Maybe we'll just say the second one.
The second one? Okay. Let's see where that goes.
What if the truth isn't actually that complicated?
I hope it isn't anyway.
Maybe nobody is actually lying about anything and everything is exactly what it seems. Crazy, I know.
Impossible. I wouldn't believe for a second that Marco doesn't remember anything.
Well, I do remember some things, but most of them won't really help us with anything.
Things like what?
Things like how to conjure up fire, for instance. Here. Oh, there we go.
Marco just made a flame appear out of nowhere.
Wow, you're a human torch. That's pretty cool.
And useless. Well, I wouldn't say it's useless. That'll come in handy if we get into a bad situation where we need to burn someone or whatever.
Or for cooking.
Yeah, although it seems like the stove worked just fine.
Still kind of cool, though. Well, if the mansion goes up in flames, now we'll know who's behind it.
Great. Which means it's easy to frame him, too.
Yes. Thank you for the food. It was delicious.
You're welcome.
So who's doing the dishes?
Uh-oh. The one who's asking.
Very funny. Not your maid.
I wouldn't mind doing them. It's the least I could do for such a wonderful meal.
No, Yvonne. Girl, you sit down. Now you're making me feel bad.
Come on, I'll help you.
You're wounded. You shouldn't be exerting yourself either.
I can handle something so small as doing the dishes, thanks.
Now she's feeling guilty.
Damn you guys, give me those.
Miss Shira can be so cute sometimes. She's just too easy to provoke. Oh, close up. Well, while Miss Shira's doing the dishes, would anyone like some tea or coffee?
We have that too. We have everything here. I'd appreciate some coffee. Likewise.
I'd like some tea, please.
And tea for me too, the green kind if there is any.
Got it. What about you, Miss Marco?
Oh, our choice. I guess they bring me some beer. Huh. So many decisions.
I know,
a
do
lot of
they
things
mean
that
anything?
don't seem to matter, but I'm not sure. Maybe this will somehow.
I'm a tea person myself.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with tea. How about that?
Sure.
Every decision has some effect on things.
Yep. Tea sounds good. Coming right up. The drinks will be actually a good addition. There's something I wanted all of us to talk about before we get up and leave.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Oh?
Curious.
What is it?
Very curious.
Alright, so. Sherb was the last person we found in this mansion, so everybody was already there when it happened.
Everybody that we know of.
But I'd like to know which of us woke up first, and who did they find, and where? Oh.
And what's the point of that?
The point is to establish if everyone is telling the truth, Apris.
I actually agree. I'd like to know what everyone has to say to that as well.
Marco, you found me down in the basement, and you told me there were other people in the mansion, so I couldn't have been your first find.
I believe I was the first conscious person. Yes.
Huh.
Well, that makes you suspicious.
Of course he was. Where did you wake up?
In the front yard. I was cold when I woke up. After noticing the barrier, I went inside the mansion. The first person I stumbled upon were Yvonne and Apris. They were both unconscious in the library.
That's right. Mr. Marco shook me awake. We got to talk for a short moment, and then he told me to try and wake up Mr. Apris. Then he left.
That's when I went down to the basement.
I talked with Mr. Apris about how we couldn't remember anything.
I can confirm that.
I think a couple of minutes passed before Miss Shira walked into the library on her own.
Oh, so she came on her own.
Yep, you two were also the first people I saw. Not long after that, Marco came running back to us. He said that he'd found another person, but they'd already passed out on him. That's when you got carried upstairs. After that, Marco left for the basement again, and Apris went to investigate the barrier. Yvonne and I stayed with you in the hall, and you already know the rest since you woke up next to us.
All right.
Although it is possible that someone could have pretended that they were unconscious.
Yeah, of course.
So they could make sure they didn't look suspicious by being the first person up.
Yep.
I would like to point out that there is one thing in our confessions that puzzles me, though.
One thing?
Yeah?
I also woke up in the front yard.
Oh. You did?
And I saw no Marco anywhere, meaning that you had to wake up and leave before I did, right? You never mentioned seeing me there.
Because I didn't.
Are you sure about that? I believe it would be hard to miss a heap of white and pink sprawled on the ground, especially when I woke up laying pretty close to the fountain. I definitely wasn't far away behind one of those spooky trees. Are you sure you didn't outright ignore me for whatever reasons you might have had?
This is a bit odd. I assure you, I woke up in the front yard all by myself. If you're accusing me of lying, do you have any proof that you're not the one who's lying? Maybe you actually woke up first and ignored me on purpose.
These two.
Some popcorn. Should we be cheeky about it, or should we try to cut in somehow?
I don't know. I like that first one. It's funny.
Yeah, I'll go with the first one. I don't know if we should get involved with this argument. Really, there's no reason to.
Apris, may I request some popped corn?
Popped corn? Never heard of it?
I keep forgetting that nobody around here can take a bloody joke.
Popcorn, that's a mouthful. popped corn. Popcorn!
Oh, there we go. She just invented it. The future is here.
Oh no, not the cat.
I smell food. Hand it over.
At least it distracted them from fighting.
Oh, there we go. Worked out in the end. Or did it? Okay, they're not gonna start up again. You people. How about we go out into the courtyard and try to retrace our steps? Because this is getting us nowhere. You should spend your energy on something more productive than this. Good point. This argument just go in circles forever. Back out to the courtyard. Let's see.
Here, I woke up more or less here.
I can't tell you the exact spot myself. I was a little out of sorts and I don't remember many details.
Suspicious!
Of course.
This is just a thought, but all of us were really disoriented when we first woke up, weren't we? Could it be possible that either Miss Shira or Mr. Marco didn't wake up in the front yard like they think? But in the backyard instead, without even realizing it?
But then wouldn't they would have had to go through that secret passage to get all the way to the rest of the mansion.
Whoa, wait.
Wait a second.
An interesting observation, Yvonne. However, there might be a contradiction in that theory.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going with. The illusion hidden wall. What was the locked door? Is that something different?
I don't know.
Oh, there was a locked door.
Oh, because there's a locked door too, because
Yeah.
Apris was going to break it down? Or was it open anyway? Someone then opened it? I forget how that worked. That was a while ago now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh well, I'm going to save just in case. I don't want to get this wrong.
Okay.
I'm going to cheat if we have to. It's either one. Because I feel like there was something with the locked door, but I don't quite remember. Like, we haven't played this in a while.
The illusion hidden wall. I assume you haven't looked back once you went through it, and considering you probably even forgot about it when we passed through it on our way here again. That wall is visible from one side only. The illusion doesn't show a wall from the kitchen side. It looks like a normal corridor from there. Meaning that either Marco or Shira could have passed it without even noticing it. However, the locked door is another issue.
Yeah, there was a locked door. Okay, damn. Whatever.
Unless the door was initially open. In theory, someone might have had a key in their possession and locked the door behind them, right afterwards or even later on. They could have locked the door without a key as well. Also a good observation.
You know what she's trying to get at, right? If we were to stick to the theory that there is actually not one but two culprits, you would be the first suspect on the list.
What?
Don't give me that look. You were the one who managed to open the lock in a few seconds flat. Locking it should have been as much of a breeze for you. So, following that particular train of thought, you're either in conspiracy with Marco or with me.
It's always something with Marco. And who the hell said she couldn't be in conspiracy with the both of you? Didn't you two stick together when we investigated the mansion at the beginning? I knew something seemed weird about it, the way you two looked at each other. Oh, great.
What the heck are you on about?
I'm back to accuse everyone again. This isn't good.
Mr. Apris, I believe you might be misinterpreting some signs.
If you're talking about the time when he was trying to hit on me, I had no part in it.
What? I wasn't hitting on you.
Oh, sure you weren't. Do you think I'm deaf and blind?
You...
Oh, you. You're being delusional. Wow. Ouch. Forgot I even brought it up.
Shit, did I go too far?
You should follow him, Miss Shira.
Yeah, as long as you get your mind out of the gutter.
Huh?
Don't even deny it.
What?
Well, that was,
It just blinks in response. Oh, that was pretty crazy.
So, that was stupid of me, kinda, you know, and stuff. So, what I want to say is...
There's blood here.
I'm sorry?
Let's take this a different direction.
What?
I said, there's blood here, look. Part of it seems to have sunk into the ground, but there's some of it on the grass.
Holy shit, no kidding.
Blood? Oh dear, did someone get hurt here?
Maybe this is where Shira got injured?
Is it fresh? Oh, I see the blood.
Oh yeah, I see it too. It doesn't seem to be too old. It still smears when I touch it.
Ew.
Gross.
Apris, you walked around here a lot, didn't you? And you never noticed it?
I'm surprised this guy even did. It's dark out here. That change in color's barely visible.
Okay, I kind of see your point.
Could it be Shira's blood? Didn't you find me down in the basement, though?
Yeah, that wouldn't make much sense, would it?
Very, very strange.
Maybe someone simply died here
They
before we
simply
even got
died
here.
here. Well, that's not good.
I really hope nobody else is dying somewhere in this mansion while we stand around debating about the weather.
Yeah, let's hope that isn't the case. What the heck is going on? Some mysterious blood out here.
That is very mysterious.
So it's either someone else or Shira's moved around at some point. As for earlier, I'm surprised you even worry about such trivial things.
Hey, hurting someone's feelings isn't something trivial. Really? For you, I'm surprised.
Do you really believe something like that could have hurt my feelings?
So, we're cool?
I'd appreciate it if you trusted me a little bit more, but I suppose.
How am I supposed to trust you when you're the shadiest character out of all of
The
us?
shady character. It really breaks my heart that you see me that way, Shira.
I can see that. You're so heartbroken you'd make devils cry. Whoa, dude, are you okay?
Why should I not be?
You're bleeding.
What? He's the one bleeding? Huh?
Don't you feel that? Check your nose.
Someone should treat that for you.
I could try and help if...
Don't be ridiculous, I'm fine. It's probably just fatigue. What?
Huh.
Bleeding from fatigue?
From his nose.
What?
Mr. Marco, does that mean you're tired? Have you been pushing yourself?
Not really. This isn't something any of you should trouble yourselves with. Is he, like, using some kind of magic to disguise himself?
Probably.
And that's a side effect? Like I said, I'm fine.
Okay, just if it turns out something's wrong with you, don't hide it. If you kneel over and die without so much as a warning, I'm not going to forgive you.
Aren't you the sweet and caring type?
I mean it. This is no laughing matter.
I second what Shira said. I believe everyone seconds that.
I swear, if you're so worried about someone bleeding, worry about Shira. I'm pretty sure she's way worse off than I am. How bad is she?
I still wonder whose fault that is. I mean, I think it's logical to assume I didn't stab myself on my own.
Yeah, probably not, if I had to make a guess.
Someone had to stab me. Whether it was someone from this group or not is something I have yet to figure out.
That's a scary thought, you know.
Well, it is pretty scary.
Not only for you, but even for the one who stabbed you. Hypothetically, if I was the one behind it, I don't even remember about it right now. If I were to suddenly recall the act, I think I'd be both confused and freaked out.
Yeah, we kind of assume that if there is someone behind it that they remember, but what if they don't remember either?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I probably needed to have a reason to stab you in that case, right? But what if that reason turned out to be me being a cruel person and a murderer in the making to boot?
Following that logic, nobody said you couldn't have done it in self-defense.
Like, if Shira was out to get me first, you mean?
We can't deny the possibility, of course. Even if that was true, I obviously remember none of it right now.
You really don't remember anything in regards to that? One would think something like that would be more traumatizing than the memory of what you ate for breakfast yesterday.
So one would think. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to apply in my case.
Uh-oh. What is this?
I don't know.
Something has occurred to our character.
Yes, it has.
But kind of thinking that since this is like a little bit of a cliffhanger thing, maybe we'll put it off until the next episode. This thought that's occurred to her,
Okay.
seeing what it is. I know, it's torturous, but I have to do it. It's kind of like a carryover from Danganronpa days. So, in the next part, we'll see what's occurred to our character and how that'll apply to the rest of the group. Until then, take care, guys.
Bye.